Having won 22 caps in the past 2 years, England's Joe Launchbury is now a well-established international player. But despite his growing reputation, the Wasps lock very nearly missed out on a professional career altogether.
I went to boarding school in Sussex called Christ Hospital, and they had links to the Harlequins Academy, so me and a few of my schoolmates went down and had some trials, and I had a good sort of 2 or 3 years there. I think I knew in that last year that it probably was going to escape me, that professional contract. But it probably narrowed the mind, and I got pointed in some good directions after that. I had some good people around me who managed to push me back in towards semi-professional rugby, and I'm obviously delighted to get the chance back to come back up to here.
After signing for Wasps, his progression was fast-tracked, playing for England in the 2011 IRB Junior World Championship.
It really accelerates your learning. I think you saw the guys in the summer who went over there and won it. It's a really tough tournament. You play some good rugby in compact days. You're playing every 4 days. And it's a big challenge, but it's one that we really enjoyed. And I think from that group of 20s, who we just missed out on my year, but from that group, it's good to see so many of us sort of breaking through now.
It didn't take long for Launchbury to attract the attention of the new England coach, Stuart Lancaster, something he couldn't quite believe when the call came.
Probably a bit unconventional. I'd been injured for a bit and just come back from injury, just starting to get some games here, and had a voicemail I left on my phone from Stuart, and I didn't quite believe it at first because I'd never really spoken to him in person, so I didn't actually know what he sounded like. So I didn't believe it for a bit, went off and met up with a friend, and then got a call from the team manager saying, "You really probably should call him back." So I did, and raced up to camp that night.
Named in the England squad to tour South Africa in June 2012, injury prevented him from making his debut. He was forced to wait for England's match against Fiji 5 months later.
It's everyone's dream, really, isn't it, to play for England and make their debut, and to make it at Twickenham was a really special day, which I'll remember for a long, long time. I had a nice chance to soak in the atmosphere and enjoy the anthems as I was coming off the bench, but to get on for the last 20 minutes or so was unbelievable, and I really enjoyed it.
The 23-year-old has become a permanent fixture in the team since that day, including playing all 3 tests against New Zealand last June, a series that left a feeling of frustration.
I think if you look at that in black and white, losing 3 tests is not ideal, but I think there's a lot of positives we can take out of it. We pushed them really close in the first couple of tests, and possibly should have won one of them. We learned a lot about ourselves as a team going over there to tour New Zealand. It's a tough place to tour, and I think we learned a lot about each other in a positive way. And hopefully now it's a good chance for us to kick on and really take our performances to the next level.
Joe's an outstanding guy as an athlete, and as a player, he's one of these guys who in a team does so much of the hard work, which a lot of the viewing audience probably don't notice. But he'll be the one hitting kind of 30, 40 rucks or so, so that quick ball can get out to the winger to get the try down, or he makes that covering tackle. His aerial skills are outstanding. I mean, you see the ball go up in the air and he just kind of plucks it out, or his ability to compete over the ball. He's a big guy, and when he gets over the ball, he comes back with a lot of turnovers. So no, he's one of those guys which is brilliant to play with.
And with the World Cup on the horizon, a big year lies ahead.
I suppose if you look back over the history of the team who do well in the World Cup, usually have a good year leading up into it, and everyone understands that. But for us, we've always been living in sort of the here and now as a team. We always want to win every time we take the pitch, and you want to play well for the here and now, not look too far into the future, and that certainly won't change now we're going into a World Cup year.